Oh yeah, man. You know, it's that Jaguar Wright and Pat Pooh situation is crazy, man. It's like that boy held that girl down for 7 years, and now she out here messing around with another dude, yo. It's sickening, yo. Crazy.
You talking about Remy?
Yeah,
Remy.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
She
Pat Pooch, you know what I mean? She messing with the boy from Philly. Man.
Yeah.
What's his name? Easy, the block captain.
Yeah.
First of all, he's a clown.
He's a clown.
Because he was spilling beans.
What, you talking about in the rap battle? Well, he pretty much put it out there.
Nah, he ain't spilled the beans. Everybody already knew.
Everybody knew, but
he spilled the beans in the rap battle.
Yeah.
That's when everybody knew.
That's what I seen it.
No, because everybody was talking about it in rap battle.
Yeah, but
He
talking
ain't-
about
he
it
ain't really spilling.
and somebody basically, you know what I mean?
Him personally talking about it.
Yeah, that's
You gotta blame
that's
Remy. You
admitting
gotta
to
blame
it.
Remy
That's
for that.
that's agreeing that it
You
happened.
gotta blame Remy for that.
You know, before
what I'm
that,
saying?
it could've
That's
just
her
been-
fault.
But my thing is,
She put her business out there.
how y'all feel about him holding it down all that time, not messing around,
That was a sucker move.
and her coming out making
That was a sucker
making
move.
the move she made?
That was a sucker move.
You think he really held it down though? You think he wasn't messing
No,
around?
he held it down.
He held it down.
Because of the information out
held it
there. There was
Somebody would somebody would have
somebody was validating. Yeah.
But that's a sucker move.
He's like the one of the perfect relationship
Black
guys out
love,
there.
black love. They was the example of
Yeah,
it
you know
in
what I
the
mean?
culture. Yeah.
So
That was a little black love.
Did y'all hear the interview where the boy said he was like, no, he held it down. He was like, yeah, we was somewhere, I forget who it was. We was somewhere and a porn star was trying to come at him.
Okay.
And you know what I mean, like the whole night, you know what I mean, she was like trying to come at her and everybody was like, yo. And he was like, nah.
Brushing her off.
He brushed her off. He was like, nah. Boy was like, yo, that's when I saw that he held it down.
But listen, that's in front of everybody, behind closed doors.
But this is homies though. You know what I mean? Like this is somebody
It
a
don't
tight
matter.
little. Yeah, it do matter.
It don't matter. Because
That's like any of us.
Let me make my point. If I'm in jail, if my girl in jail for 7 years and I'm around y'all and y'all holding me to a higher standard with my relationship with my lady and y'all know her,
You gonna keep it under.
and I'm trying to slide in some, I ain't letting y'all know nothing.
This is the thing.
I ain't letting y'all know nothing. I'm taking that to the grave.
It was a porn star.
That's what I'm saying. But he's saying the opposite side
I'm
of the
talking about in
relationship.
general.
I don't want to be in no.
No, I'm talking about why she locked up. If I want to get my shit off, I'm not letting nobody.
So Tweet, you saying that you think that
Pat,
for 7 years he didn't do nothing.
that nigga did something.
No, but see, it's other ways of holding her down. Holding her down by
I'm talking
going
about.
to see him.
Of
course he fucked.
So
Come on now, of course he fucked.
So is she wrong? She wrong?
Huh?
Is she wrong?
Nigga, he ain't locked up.
She damn wrong. You in the listen. I see. I don't know if y'all know. I don't know if y'all did the bing like that. I was in the penitentiary. So if you out in the penitentiary, out of sight, out of mind.
You forget about what's going on in the street.
Yeah, I mean, out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah,
So once you go in those mountains,
that's it.
that's it.
It's survival.
You know what I mean? So all I ask for a woman.
Said you put money on your
Put
books.
money on my books.
And don't let you find.
Don't be hearing all this stupid shit.
Right. Keep
And
that shit undercover.
Whatever you do,
Keep it under. Keep
keep
it under
that
wraps.
shit like it's supposed to be.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And that's what he did. That's how you hold it down.
It's different.
It's the same thing.
No, it's different. No, it's different though, because
What's different about that?
See, but if I'm locked up,
You talking about from Remy? You talking about?
yeah, if I'm locked up,
Okay.
from a woman, I want her to hold it down, keep that thing.
That ain't gonna happen.
happening.
That ain't gonna happen. You in La La Land. See, that's what I'm saying about niggas who never been in the penitentiary.
say that.
How wild?
You the only one that do like
That
that.
ain't gonna happen,
So if you was locked up,
He in La La Land.
You think a chick will be out here?
You doing a dime. You doing a
I ain't
dime.
saying no, I ain't saying a dime.
She my girl.
I ain't saying a dime.
Pussy.
She did a dime. She do a dime. I'm asking you. I don't know what time she did.
If you do 5.
Listen, if it was a chick,
She just
find
said
a chick that you.
If you do
Find a
5
chick.
years.
Hold on. Are you gonna be faithful if your girl was locked up all that time?
Well, you can't ask him that question.
I'm saying we got to stop the double standard when it comes to men and women. You know what I mean? We're in a different time.
So,
It's like,
okay, it is a double standard, but let's not talk about 7 years and 10 years.
no, I'm asking the question.
She did 7 years.
She did 7 years.
She did 7.
No,
We
I'm
talking reality right here.
I'm talking about your girl out there. You did 6 months to a year. You don't expect her to hold it down.
Yeah,
months to a year.
Yeah, a year.
Listen.
We
I
talking
doubt,
7.
this, I doubt that too.
Even 2. I'm coming
I
my
doubt
experience.
that too.
I did 2.5. Guess what happened?
What happened? Tell me.
But it's about who you
Ain't nobody wait. It's about
2. You
It's
said
over.
2.5.
Baby,
Ain't nobody
6
wait.
months
baby
too
leg
long.
came through, huh? Baby leg came through.
Baby leg all day.
Wow.
You was 6 months too long.
Jody coming through the door.
We said
Jody,
2 and
huh?
under.
Yeah, Jody coming through the door.
We said
like
2
y'all
and under.
tripping, yo.
No,
We
we're not
said
talking
2 and
about
under. You said 2.5.
Nigga, 2 weeks is a possibility she sliding.
No, 2 weeks you are.
So you
Hey, Trey,
Oh,
you
so
don't
you-
even gotta be locked up.
You ain't gotta be locked up.
That's what he basically said.
So what makes you think now you locked up? Now you locked up? It's man, you outside of mine? Oh man.
Yeah, but you know what's
It
up?
all
fellas?
depends on what type of woman it is, too, though.
What's up, though,
Oh,
fellas?
That's here go Paul thinking all these women is sweet.
Let's
I
get
didn't-
off
good.
I
Let's
didn't
get off
say
of
that.
They
It's
horse.
It's,
You know what I'm saying?
yes.
Fellas, let's get off of that. Yo.
But but it all depends on what type of woman you're dealing
You
with,
feel
though.
what I'm
On some
saying?
real shit, though. On some real shit. It all depends
Let's go
about
ahead and
the
get
woman.
the show started.
All right, get the show
Let's get the show
Without a
started.
doubt. So it already started.
We back, y'all. Welcome
You
to the
already saw
pod. Weather the Storm Entertainment presents the pod. As you can see, we back here, episode 5. Got the fellas here. You know what I mean? I'm your host, Dwayne Weathers. Got my man Ace Boogie here. Got Phil White.
Sir.
Got Romaine Arande. Got the Leaster in the building. Got Tone.
Salute.
And we got Trizzy.
Salute.
So what's up, fellas? How y'all feel, man?
Chilling.
Everything
Everything's
good?
well.
Everything good, man.
We coming off the Christmas. We want, matter of fact, everybody. I hope y'all had a Merry Christmas, a Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah. We got the New Year coming up. Everybody enjoy the holiday for Christmas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, y'all got everybody get any special gifts from some special people or anything?
Yes.
No gifts.
We men.
Y'all
You
ain't
don't
get
get
no
no
gifts?
special gifts.
You ain't get no gifts.
I ain't get no
Come on,
special
man.
gift.
I mean, you ain't get no gifts. You gotta get some kind of
Did anybody
gift.
get any
get no
gifts?
gifts?
Nobody
all
get no
got
gifts?
gifts.
Saying you a man, you know what I mean?
We got the gift of life. That's what we got.
I know
We got the gift of life.
There you
Guys
go.
in here celebrating
Gift
Christmas.
of
I
life.
know they got a gift.
Gift
You
of
know what I mean?
life. Gift of
I'm the
life.
wrong one to ask. I'm the wrong
Gift
one
of
to
life.
ask about that because you know what I mean. Like I've always thought that it's for the kids. You know what I mean, like these holidays. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you get gifts, but they be asking me the whole time. I'm trying to. I don't need no gift.
Yeah, I always tell mine.
Keep your money.
You only gonna get a pair of
It's about the
socks
kids.
anyway.
Let's make sure the kids is.
I always tell mine, I don't want no gifts.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You know why you say that?
I'm gonna get it myself anyway.
You know why you say that? Because we only get socks and drawers.
I get good. When I do get gifts, I get good gifts.
Yeah, I get good gifts.
I get great gifts.
See,
and I
that's
get
a problem.
Okay.
That's the problem.
I get
with us,
great
though.
gifts.
Yeah.
We need to start expecting gifts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we should. We
You
should
know what I
get
mean?
gifts.
We
That's
put
a
all
good
the
point.
hard work in, man.
Get all year
So, you know
round.
what I mean?
So you saying we just need to raise our expectations? That's all.
Yeah,
true.
you gotta stop being quiet.
I
and,
agree with you, Trevor.
Like, look, you gotta
100%.
talk. Look, hey, baby, look.
Paying the bills,
That's what I
holding
want.
shit down,
Know what I mean?
making sure the crib
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
If you doing all that, you deserve the best gift in the goddamn world.
Right.
For your birthday, Father's Day,
Yeah,
Christmas, everything.
we going all out for them.
Yeah, putting it on the line. But yeah,
We always carry the weight all year anyway.
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
glad
yeah,
everybody had a good holiday. We
Yes.
blessed to make it through another year. We got 2005 coming along, and a lot of things gonna be happening in 2025 for the pod. So make sure y'all subscribe, like, comment, check us out on all social media platforms, whether it's Twitter, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We on everything. So make sure y'all tune in and check us out. What we gonna talk about today, man? We didn't talked about the Remy and Papoose situation. It's something I know I really want to talk about that I'm pretty sure all of us can have a great conversation about. And that's these old niggas of hip hop. Yeah, I said it, y'all. The old niggas of hip hop. We got a lot of old niggas of hip hop that made albums this year. In this episode, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about all the old niggas that made albums, and we're going to get into depth with it. So let's go ahead and get it started, fellas, because what y'all think? Y'all ready to talk about the old niggas in hip hop? Huh?
That's
We all hip hop heads in
Ace.
here, and you know what? We all old niggas too.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question though.
What's that?
Make sure, because it's slash old niggas. Because we still have Griselda. They old niggas too.
Okay.
Nah, they not old niggas.
They like 40 plus.
Yeah, but they not old niggas.
But they 40 plus.
They not pioneers.
Well,
they not-
No,
you know
they
what?
40 plus.
Yeah,
I'ma
yeah,
have
but they
to-
not old niggas to the game though.
But they 40
We
plus.
talking about old niggas to the game.
Yeah, I'm talking
That's what
about.
saying.
I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking. You're talking about
The
like your
legends.
guy
The legends.
LL
The legends.
and my guy Kane.
The legends. We gonna talk.
His guy Rakim. His guy Rakim. His guy
I mean,
Rakim.
what about Common? Whatever. Common joint.
Common-
That's a
Common.
plus.
Yeah.
I think that's top above everybody.
Common
Talking
and
about
Pete
the
Rock.
album.
The album.
Common and
About
Pete Rock.
it. Why you think that album is?
Because he come with all types of, rhymes and different stories and stuff like that. It's not on no commercialized, types thing. And he just giving it to you how you feel.
You pretty much Common. Common don't never miss. I agree.
You
with
stamping
you.
it.
And
I'm stamping.
That's
And
what's
Pete
up.
Rock
That's
lays
what's
those
up.
beats.
and the
like
Pete
that.
Rock.
Yeah.
It don't matter.
Exactly.
He's an old guy.
So would we consider Common one of the old cats in hip hop, comparing to the ones that had released? We talked about.
So hold on. So let me ask you this:
Common been out there
in
since
the 80s.
since back then. Like
does old have to be how much
Late 80s.
time you
Not
have
the
in
80s.
hip hop or
Nah,
your
Common
actual
Common
age?
came in the
Was it
90s.
90s?
yeah, he
Common came in the
90s.
90s.
That's when he was beefing with Ice Cube.
Yeah,
He came in the 90s.
Early 90s.
Yeah, early 90s.
Yeah, but that's still back
I
then.
consider him no one at all.
But that,
Right, that's what I'm
but
saying.
You talking about Rakim came out with an album. He was the 80s. LL came out with an album.
So those different type of
85,
slash
86.
Yeah.
old hip hop
They the legends.
guys.
So that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
They still
But they
old
on the
niggas
same
compared to
age.
now.
Yeah. They the legends.
We're talking about Karis Ones, Rakim's, Kings.
I want to
Bungie
get
MCs and all them
into. I
type.
want to talk. I want to get
saying
into the
Common
old
is-
niggas of hip hop that made albums this year. We got the Common and Pete Rock album, which I think is a great combination.
It is.
You got the LL and Q-Tip combination. They got something special. That if they keep working, it's gonna be some crazy stuff that come out of that combination. We got the
Ice
what is it?
Cube.
We got Ice Cube came out with an album.
Snoop.
We got Snoop and Dre. We got Redman that just came out of an album, and we also got Fat Joe just came out of an album.
Rakim.
Rakim came out with an album this year.
That was last year.
Yeah, it was like
last year.
a collaboration. It wasn't.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't his album.
And Ghostface came out with an album.
And Ghostface came out with an album.
Ghostface came out with an album.
Fat Joe is
so
trash.
So
Let's
talk
get that
about-
out the way.
Let's talk about that.
Let's get that out the way.
Tone thinks it's trash. I've been listening to all the albums lately.
Fat Joe, my guy.
I've been listening to all the albums lately, and he said he's trash. I kind of disagree. What I can say about Fat Joe is Fat Joe kept his ear to the street with the younger generation, as far as production, far as the wave and everything. So Fat Joe has kept his ear to the street and kept up with everything that was going on. So the sound is there. He definitely has the
He
sound.
know how to make a hit.
He know how to make a song.
He can- yeah.
So I can't say it's trash.
Yeah.
There's no hits on
I
his
can't say
album.
it's trash.
The one,
There's no hits on
that's
his
the
album.
hit. The one,
I understand.
the radio
how
friendly
Joe
joint.
flow, whatever. He
I
always
don't know if
gets
that made the
his ear to
album,
street.
but that's a hit. The radio
I was
friendly
trying to
joint.
listen for a hit. Like
Say that again, Lee.
I was trying to listen for a hit. Like go around the sound waves, whatever. I didn't feel it.
He might not have had a hit, but it's a project that you can listen
You know,
to.
how he come with an anthem, whatever.
Right.
I didn't feel that on it. Right.
So what makes a hit? What makes a hit?
No,
A hit
what
that-
makes
not-
it
not
trash?
radio?
Album.
Does it get radio airplay or
What
is
makes-
it
I wanna hear that. What makes it
collaborations?
trash?
What
What
is
What
it?
makes it
trash?
trash? Because I can care less about the album. You know what I mean? When I put it in and I'm listening to it, now they want to put it on again. That's what make it trash.
Okay.
Because I got a good ear for music. But everybody know, I always was the guy I like the lyrics and I love the production. It
You don't
never
like the
was-
production on it?
No, I always like a combination of lyrics and production. You know what I mean? It wasn't hitting for me.
So when we talk about hits, right? I get what you were saying about hits.
James,
but
did you hear Fat Joe album?
Yes, I heard Fat Joe album.
okay.
So you got, even with the young cats and even with the older guys, you have albums where you can solve the cheat code. The cheat code is, in my opinion, Common and Pete, where hit-wise, they may not have hits, but they were able to sequence it well, start to finish, gave you their version of their interpretation of hip-hop as they see now. Whereas though someone like maybe Snoop or somebody, he may have, I don't know, 25 songs, but 4 of them can possibly be hits. So we don't, like, how do we
Snoop and Dre
distinguish,
albums, all right.
like, who has the better album, you know? So
It's
we got to
subjective,
graph
too.
it. Yeah, we got to graph it. Whereas though, does a great album mean that you sequence it well and you may not even have one commercial hit, but it's put together so well, you know, AKA.
No, Fat Joe
You know-
joint don't get to my ear like that.
I like Fat Joe project.
I don't like
I think it was a well put together project. It has today's sound. You know, Joe Flow.
No, I have no Joe Flow. on that.
You know, it's sonically, I can hear it. I like it. I mean, it might not be no, like Lee was saying, no anthems like he usually come out with an anthem, but I like the project. I don't think it's a bad project.
Okay.
Anybody else agree or disagree on that project? You ain't
Yeah,
hear
I
it?
didn't-
Nobody else heard Fat Joe?
I don't
I've
like
heard a
it.
You heard
couple
it,
songs.
Lito?
That's
You heard
it.
it?
I haven't heard the album.
I know you're a Fat Joe fan. Did you like
I
it?
mean, like I said, it's fine, whatever, but it's not like
He just ain't had an anthem like you said.
I just know how fans
Did Khaled do any other beats?
Huh?
Did Khaled do
It's
any
not.
other
It's
beats?
not regular. It's not the regular fan. Yeah, it's not.
Beats is nice.
It's not, you know.
Listen,
it's not-
Fat Joe is
He
my
had Young
guy.
Berg on doing a lot of production.
Fat Joe is
too.
my
Hitmaker.
guy. Fat Joe's my guy. Always love Fat Joe. This album not it though.
So do we critique it as far as like comparing it to past Fat Joe? Is that fair?
today's Fat Joe.
Yeah, from today's Fat Joe to, so when we listen to some of these older guys put
like
out
that.
this
It's-
hip hop, when they put out this hip hop, do we just put it where as though, okay, our mind already stapled like, yo,
Back in the day.
it should sound like Fat Joe from back in the day, or should it sound? This is the new version we getting Fat Joe,
And that's-
you know, like
Okay, you can
I'm
grow.
not thinking like that
You
as
can
far as
grow.
the Fat Joe in the day, but the sound that I mean, I was trying. I mean, like I see what he was trying to bring, whatever, but I just didn't grab to it. It's not appealing.
I ain't see what he's trying to bring. I'm gonna be straight up.
Lyrically or what, Lee?
I don't know. It's just even on the one with Remy and stuff. It's just like too short. Whatever. It's
That
just
was
like,
really whack.
It was just like give and go. Like I ain't out of here.
Remember that joint? Remember it's really whack. I ain't like that
A
at
lot
all.
of music now, because I've been tapping into a lot
Yes,
of
I'm just giving you
I
my,
gotta listen to the joint now.
I'm just giving you my opinion.
I gotta listen.
a lot of music now. I've been tapping into people in the industry. A lot of music is being cut short because people's attention spans are so short. So you know, before we would have songs that were 4 or 5 minutes long. They about to start cutting songs down to you get an intro,
Verse.
you get the hook, you get the verse, you get the hook again, and that's the song.
That is true because most songs now is like right around 3 minutes.
no
Like,
more than 3
yeah.
That don't make a difference if you like the song.
No,
and
that's
the
true.
tracks
If
and
it's
the
hot, you know what I
production
mean.
and the
You
lyrics.
can go
So
for 5 minutes.
You can
but,
go for a fucking minute or 5 minutes.
But
You
a lot
gonna
of it
like
is a lot of it is being driven by the analytics of streams and you know what I
Numbers,
mean.
right.
Like yeah, so
'Cause
you
people-
can-
That's where they fuck up at though.
What was the young boy that got killed? Pop Smoke.
your Pop Smoke.
Yeah.
All his joints was like a minute and some change. He had nothing long. You know what I mean? 2 minutes. If he did 2 minutes, that was a long song for him.
Yeah, Pop
But
Smoke.
he was like you could hear it and like it, and then you just got to get off of it.
But that's going back to
It ain't had no
everybody-
staying power.
No,
But that's what
I agree with
that's what everybody's saying is like the artist right now is just like it's like when I gotta get in and get out. I can't.
So
sit here
so
and
y'all
do the
think
whole-
you think Pete, they
Pop
you
Smoke
think
had
you
it.
think
Yeah, no,
you think they making like the old hip hop niggas, y'all. You think they just making music for a money grab, or do y'all think it's coming from
I think
the
it's
heart
still-
like
it's
it
still
used
a
to?
passion. It's still a passion.
no, it got to come from the heart because they not really making the money that even the newer guys that have the mumble rap out right now. So they got to come from the heart. They just doing it for the love for the music.
Okay.
Just like LL,
The culture.
and I like LL album.
What y'all think about LL?
I like
let's
LL.
talk about that album.
I like LL
Yeah, that
album.
joint easy.
I like. Yeah, I heard it. I like. I like album. I think.
Yeah, I
he,
like LL album.
You know what I mean? Like you know, he lyrically he go in, and I think, and what he said in some of the interviews is that he hadn't done it in a while, but he was making this album for the culture. Being the 50th year of hip hop and everything that was going on, that's what all his interviews, that's what he was saying leading up to the album.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I just kept hearing him say it. And that's exactly what he did. That's what he gave us. He gave us more of the old school, you know what I mean, LL with a mature, up-to-date flow.
It's so contemporary.
Right.
No, forget what y'all saying. Trash.
What's up?
Is it trash or what?
L's on there.
Okay.
I like
It's all right.
It's hard. It's hard.
I like
No. If Jay-Z came out with a new album, then you have enough story with it.
No, one good thing about LL, what he did, of course, you know, like you said, he focused on his lyrical because he's always been lyrical, and you can't deny that. And second of all, with him able to experience with, you know, Q-Tip, which was very important because, you know, they got a little mesh that they do together. And then also what I enjoyed about it on the last song, he was able to get with some unknown cats, you know, one cat from Philly, I forget, Matt Squabbles, and a couple other cats. And he was able to hang with them. And that was kind of nice. Whereas
Didn't he do a joint with Easy Mo B on there too, I think?
production-wise,
I think somebody
may
did a
have.
joint with Easy Mo B. I was like, whoa, they digging the crates on production.
And you know
That guy.
that's Kane old guy.
yeah, I was happy to hear
That's
that.
Kane old guy right there.
And so
He used
for
to
LL
use all
to
the
do
time.
that, so for LL, you know, to put certain guys on the album that people didn't know about, and for him to go blow for blow as far as the rhyming, you know, we talk about them old cats, you know, the toughest part is we know they got lyrics, but it's like, how do you come off to the audience that you're trying to gain to let, you know, cats know that I can still rhyme and I can still rhyme and hold my weight with guys that are younger cats that are lyrical guys that were inspired by like LL, you know, but the album's a fine album, you know, you can't knock that. I mean, and as far as hits, you know, he knows how to get the production that he needs so it can sonically, it can sonically go out.
Album actually charted.
Yes.
That album charted.
Yes.
So, I mean, when it comes to taking time off and coming back and making a hit, as far as the old hip hop niggas, L one of the best that ever did it. He did it with Mama Said Knock You Out. He did it with Headsprung. He did it with Hey Lover. I mean, he just come back with bangers. You know what I mean? He the best that ever did it.
Even with this Saturday Night, you know, one of the singles off of with him and Brick and with Fat Joe. I mean, it worked. And Q-Tip with the eerie production, and L just going into his zone. That was crazy. You know, that's one of the best songs of the year.
Like I didn't like Redman.
Yeah.
Redman. Yeah, I didn't like.
We're gonna tap into that. I want to finish talking about L album though. That combination with L and Q-Tip Ace, yo, they got something.
Yeah.
They got something special, man. I can hear it in every song. Like that album, when I hear L, you can just feel the energy coming out of it, and you can feel the production just pushing it.
Yes.
So I'm really looking forward to Q-Tip and LL doing a whole lot of work in the future. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna get one of them hits like L usually put out, you know, every 10 or so years. So
I tell you what, before you look, one song off the L album was really something, was one with him with Nas, and he started getting into the 5%. And it really threw me off because I never looked at him as, you know, the lyrical cat that comments on the 5% and you know, the math, you know, that they go under, you know. So it was wild when he started off that song and he was talking about, you know, zigzag zig and all that, you know, Master Divine and the whole thing. And it was just wild because I'm like, yo, L talking that, but it was such a nice flow. It was such a nice flow. He nailed it. And even have Nas come right after it. It was like, I nailed this song and I gave you all a different look. Like, listen, I could talk that with the best of them. You know what I'm saying? Even if he's not a 5%er, you know what I'm saying? But it was fire how he did it.
It's always about the old school kids keeping up with the new language because it's all about the metaphors and similes and all that type of stuff. You know what I mean? So if you can mix the heart from the old school and bring it to the new school and keep the up-to-date metaphors and similes together.
Yes.
I think you made a point there, Tom. I think that's what might be holding some of the old school hip hop niggas back. They not keeping up with the younger generation. You know, they kind of stuck back in those late 80s and them 90s.
But see, that's where
and before you start, and they not putting in the work that they put in back then. They still got it. They still got it.
So I heard you say that, and I disagree because I think, you know, a lot of of what we're thinking and what's happened is you don't have to conform to the new lyrical flow and the different things. Like, stay who you are that made you great.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Hold
Go
on.
ahead.
Because this is what I think we arguing with. Like, what makes an MC hot or not? You know what I mean? It ain't, to me, I like the old style, the old flow better than, you know, some of the new things that's being done by the non-old, you know what I mean, hip hop niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like some of them 35, 40-year-olds, you know what I mean? Like that, you know, they're older and, you know, a lot of people, you know, really feel them, but I'm more old school, you know what I mean? So some of that older flow is what, you know, appeals to me more. So I don't, you know what I mean? I hear we talking about it, but I don't think these old dudes need to kind of conform a little bit. They just need to be still working and mastering the style that they had that made them great.
But I think what it is that they don't have like the passion is not like it was when they first got started.
That's what I'm saying. The work,
Yeah,
they ain't
it's
putting
of
in the
course.
work.
So-
See the passion coming
Because
in.
they got money now, a lot.
Right. So they comfortable.
Right.
No. A lot of them not.
And they don't know
comfortable.
what to talk
A
about.
lot of them not comfortable. A lot of them not
Well, the
comfortable.
names that we just said, they comfortable.
Yeah, they
Yeah, they
The names that we just named, but there's so many others that's not comfortable.
But those guys,
See, but
But
that's
that
what I'm saying,
that
Tom. They
outweighs
don't-
the ones that's comfortable.
They don't
though.
know what to talk about, and like you said, they need to integrate what's going on now and catch up a little bit.
Yo, when you said that,
I think
when you said they gotta know what to talk. They don't know what to talk about. Andre 3000 and took him to a flute, yo.
No, I'm going.
That's the first thing that popped in my
I
mind when you
enjoyed
said
it.
it.
I really enjoyed the album. I
Yeah,
listened
what,
to it
the
continuous
flute-
time.
the
Yes,
flute
the flute
album-
album.
album was
when they was
nice.
getting a massage.
Yeah, it's
See,
not. Yeah.
So the whole thing with the flute album was, you know,
Ace
Andre
Wild
already
Boy.
put it
Everybody
out.
wanna hear that
Andre
trash.
put it out there already that it wasn't going to be a lyrical album. It wasn't going to be a rap album.
Yeah, everybody knew that.
So-
Everybody knew that.
When you actually listen to the album, it's very relaxing.
No,
and it's,
it is.
it's very on
It
point.
is.
I mean,
It is.
like I
It
said,
is. It
I mean,
is.
of course, his name is attached to the hip hop
It's a
world.
perfect. You can put that on when you go to a spa for a massage.
There you
It's
go.
the perfect flow.
Exactly. If you just on your thinking.
Yeah,
If you
you
on
do
your
wanna
Why,
meditate.
so why,
Relax.
why
You
you
get
got
up
him at
5 o'clock
why
in the
you got
morning
Andre
before the
3000
sun,
as the top
throw
MC?
the flute on. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
now I
Meditate.
wouldn't do that. I would never
Wait,
put
what?
Andre 3000 as
Well, they got him on the list.
Yeah, he definitely is a wordsmith, but I wouldn't put him in like in the upper echelon guys. You know, as far as
They got him in the top 10.
yeah, they do, and I think that's a disservice.
Who got him that? What list is that?
That's the. I mean,
They be having him in the
concurrence.
list, top 10,
I
man.
don't think he
listen
got
to-
enough body, a big enough
list?
body
best-
to work.
the
to
best
get top
rappers.
10.
No, who
Exactly.
putting this list out?
The best of MCs. He on there.
Is it a magazine?
You know,
Who?
them
Yeah,
big
it could be.
corporations
It
type
could be.
shit though.
Yeah,
The
definitely.
ones that we don't listen to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he's not in the
I mean,
top 10 of no real.
It's not no
list.
source type shit.
What's up, Lee? That's one of your guys, Andre. You letting them talk about Stack 3000 like that?
He
No, that's
He-
not one of his guys.
He not.
You don't
I
think
mean,
he in
he
the top
not.
10?
He
That's
not
not
up
one of his
there.
guys.
I mess with him, but nah, he not even up there. Whatever he got. I mean, the words and everything. Whatever wordplay and stuff like that. Swag.
We didn't. We
But
didn't.
He ain't got no swag.
No, he got swag.
I mean,
Yeah.
fashion wise,
fruitcake
he
swag.
got his own.
That's not-
thing.
Yeah, he don't got no swag.
No,
That's
he-
fruitcake swag.
Yeah.
No, he's not
Exactly.
fruitcake. He's a
Weirdo
I would
swag.
say eccentric.
Weirdo,
He's not an
weirdo.
eccentric.
Y'all
swag.
just
No, he
don't get
said it.
what
Weirdo
it's
swag.
about.
Like,
Yeah,
fruitcake.
man.
That's what I
Weirdo
call it.
swag.
Weirdo.
Ain't no swag.
It's a
Would
he's
you
an
would you
eccentric.
get down with these?
No, I'm not eccentric.
Oh, okay.
So
So you knocked that right out the box when I said
I'm not
it.
eccentric.
I couldn't
but
even finish
that's
my
his
sentence
flow. Ain't
before you
nothing wrong
say
with it.
nah.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it. That's your flow.
Well, look.
No,
y'all,
no.
we
You know who messed their head up? Know who messed his head up?
who? Erica
Nah.
Badu.
Erica.
Like everybody, she
She messed
got- she
all
put a
them
spell on
niggas' heads up.
everybody.
She messed all them niggas.
Hold on, you see her?
Kama had to go to a retreat.
She got a lot of hypnosis with
Kama
her.
had to go to a retreat to get herself together.
Yeah.
And then come back.
You see any of her shows lately? Last couple years?
No.
Yeah, she got a lot of hypnosis with her. Let's just
Yeah.
go back and look at some of them
Ain't that
shows.
much
Candles,
hypnosis in the
candles
world.
and incense.
That's why the cat's all twisted after they break up with her.
Well,
Yeah.
look, y'all, we done tapped on some of the East Coast guys. We even took it down south. Let's take it out to the West Coast, man. Before we get into, the meat and potatoes of the West Coast, let's talk about Ice Cube new album. Anybody heard Ice Cube new album?
I heard.
Now, go ahead, Phil.
I was about to say I heard a couple songs. I have not got a chance to put the whole album in yet. And honestly, some of these albums, they've been out for weeks. You know what I mean? I just ain't got a chance to really tap into them yet. But Ice Cube is my man. So I've already heard some reviews. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta listen to it myself. You know what I mean? 'Cause that's my man.
What did you hear? For the reviews wise,
I'm hearing negative reviews.
How many songs did you hear?
Me, I heard 2 songs.
How did you like the 2 songs?
I liked the one. The other one was a little, I guess he was trying to do something different, but it wasn't really Ice
you heard
Cube.
the song?
I didn't hear the Ice Cube.
It wasn't
album.
Ice Cube.
Anybody
I didn't hear
else?
Ice Cube.
Anybody else hear it?
I ain't even click
Yeah,
into it.
I heard the Ice Cube, and the thing about Ice Cube album is that going back to what we talked about, to answer your question, I heard it and I thought it was fair for him because at this point in his life, we may not get that old Ice Cube.
That means it's trash.
We may not get that
Once you
old
start going there,
Ice
that
Cube
means it's
from
trash.
America's Most Wanted. We may
No,
not
that
get
means
it
it's
from
trash.
The Predator. We may not get it from those, and even at one time, even when he wasn't putting out, great solid hip hop albums, it had got to the point he can at least give you some type of hit or two.
We're allowed to say it's trash, James. We're allowed to say it's trash.
So no, I like what you
we're
just
allowed to say it's
said.
trash.
So the thing that I'm trying to figure out now is how are they going to roll out Ice Cube material? Like, are they going to start putting singles out, even though it's been out for a little bit of time now? Because sometimes media can push it, whereas though if they get that visual out there and they get that right that right platform,
Yeah,
he can get 1 or 2 songs off
But
that
listen,
album.
what you
that make it
talking
do
about?
something.
You talking about the political stuff.
Let me.
What
Can
about
I,
the culture?
Can I intervene?
His album
Can
is
I intervene
trash.
right here? and give
That's
y'all
what
my-
I'm saying. All these people bringing out albums, one have like a single come out for us like
That's
the
hot.
album,
Right.
And
The lead-
it
the
been
lead off.
playing with
Like
on the
That's
radio.
old school though. That's old school style.
I'm just
Let me give y'all my review on Ice Cube. Far as my take, Tone said it's trash. James gave his piece. I listened to the album. It's almost 20 songs on the album.
That's too many songs.
When I put it on, I said, because we talked about this in a couple episodes ago. The West Coast is different from the East Coast and the South. So I said before I listen to it, let me give it some grace that he's a West Coast artist. So I gave him grace immediately. When I turned it on, I started listening to songs. And Ice Cube, my dude. Tone. What is it?
Trash.
There y'all go.
Oh, let me rephrase it. Let me rephrase it.
Talk, but let me finish.
Okay.
Ice Cube, man, you my dude, man. I love you. But this album, bro, yo, you gotta go back in the lab, fam. You got to go the fuck back in the lab, because you truly an old nigga in hip hop with that piece of shit, though.
And I'm going to rephrase it. Not trash, but trash truck juice trash.
And I don't like calling artists trash, but I was highly disappointed in that project.
No, because Ice Cube is our guy.
I was highly
Ice Cube is our guy, though.
And Phil, I know you're a positive guy, and when you listen to it,
You call
as soon
you,
as
give
you
you my
finish
review.
listening to it, hit me up, because I want to hear what you got to say, bro.
Yeah, y'all got me definitely going to go.
Soon as you
pop
finish
these
listening
albums
to
in,
it.
because
And
it's been a
James,
minute.
big up to James for trying to give Cube a lot of grace here. Humble Ace Boogie here, Jimbo.
Dang, it's-
tried to give you a lot of grace, Ice Cube.
So how
but
did you really like
Ace-
it?
No, because we all of us love for
It ain't work.
Ice
One
Cube,
out of
though.
10, what was it?
Great question from a 1 to 10.
He said,
Maybe 4.
Okay, let's go back.
Trash.
Yeah.
4.
Yeah, 4.
I'll say
That's
so
all
that's
right.
right.
How I
trash.
base it.
So
So how I
under
base
5 is
it. So
trash.
when I first
That's
listened
not
to
a
the
good
album,
album. That's not a
so
good
when I
album.
first,
4 is trash.
Four is it?
4 not a
6
good
not
album.
trash.
6 is average.
No, 6 ain't trash.
so when I listen to
6
an album,
is average.
when Ace Boogie listen to an album, I always I'll listen to the whole album, and then as the album playing on, I would screenshot whatever songs
Hit you.
that hit me.
And you had one.
And then at the end of the album, I'll count how many songs. So when I first did it, it was only like 4 songs. So then I wait. I told Ali this one time. I'll wait for like maybe a couple days. I won't even replay it again because it's so much material out. So I'll replay it maybe in the next couple of days, and I'm gonna see if them same songs hit me.
Hit you right.
And then
I'm the same way.
And then as I listened to it again on the repeat, 2 of these out of the 4 songs already screenshot, I was just like, they wasn't as good as I thought they was the first go around. So I started subtracting. Then I came up with 2 that could possibly maybe something. Because I still, for the media, I still do. I'll still do personal playlists.
Exactly. That's trash truck juice.
You ain't hear it?
And people don't know trash truck juice is. That's when the trash truck come down the block, collect the trash back in the
That
day.
smell you had.
And the smell back in the day, and they leave the juice.
So let me ask you this, Trey. What's the last Cube album that you liked? That you can recall, like
Most
off the top.
Man, we gotta go all the way back.
Most wanted.
Dang, Most Wanted?
Yeah.
No. I mean,
Bulls-
I can't say no for you.
No. What was the one after that?
No, he had
Lethal Injection, right?
No, his
Lethal
first, no,
Injection.
what was his first album?
First album was
America's Most Wanted.
America's Most Wanted, and then
yeah.
was the second one.
What was the one he was stomping through New York City?
Because Death Certificate.
I didn't like the nice.
Yeah, some
He
people
might
like
have
the
had
Death
something
Certificate.
with the West. What was it? The West.
West Side Connection.
West Side
Connection,
Connection.
yeah.
That was probably the last album I liked, Cube. Everything after that, I wasn't really feeling.
So Trey said something
that was way after.
Trey said something that was very important. You know,
West Side Connection was before he went on his solo, though, right?
right.
yeah.
No.
He was solo
He was
first.
on solo.
He was with
That was after.
NWA.
Yeah, of course,
and then he went
yeah.
solo.
When he went solo,
And
then
then
he
he
got
got the West Side Connection.
He made the album when he's crushing when he's
See, but you
crushing.
got to think, Ice Cube, he making movies. He's a movie producer. His mind's somewhere else.
That's now.
and
that's why I gotta listen to it, because what I was talking about earlier, everybody is looking for something different from these older artists to conform to more like today. Like, no, do what you do. I gotta listen to it for myself.
But what I'm
because
saying, Phil, is they don't have the same work ethic, and they not as hungry as they were back in the day.
well, yeah, some of them is not in the
That's why-
studio.
that's
You know
why-
what I mean, till 3 a.m. And
I'm
you know
not
what I mean,
gonna-
how they
I'm
used
not
to
gonna
grind
say
back
that.
then.
but that's why
I
the
agree with
music.
that.
That's why the music ain't.
But I'm not going to say that, though.
I agree with that.
Because it's about,
Because you still don't have to put it out though
but this is the thing, though. It's about,
until it's right.
for the old school artists, you have your select people that's gonna love your music, and that's basically us. They don't when they came out when they was young, they don't have the worldwide range of everybody loving their music.
But Tone,
it's just
if
about
Kane came
certain.
out with an album right now and was trash, you still gonna love it?
No, I'm
You
gonna
gonna be
call it
honest?
trash.
Okay.
I would call it trash, and that's my best MC of all times. Everybody know that. All my peoples know that. But if he came out with an album that was trash, I'm gonna call it trash.
call it out.
Trey said something that was so important. Like when you listen to like some of these older artists, the 20-something songs. I don't know how many Cube had on his album, but I see
to
in the
20.
close to 20. So you got to think when these guys put out these 20 songs. Of course, they probably recorded double or triple amount of the songs before they selected these 20 songs.
So most of you think,
Hold on, and they
think most
selected
of
the
them songs
ones
is
that
old.
go on the album.
No,
Well,
not really
that's-
that.
well-
Not that. No. So what happens is that they don't know when they're gonna get that next rerun. They don't know, so that's why they dropping 20. Whereas though, say if they only drop 14 or 12 or
No,
10.
keep it short and sweet.
But it's hard when you got an older artist. They say, "Listen, this is my time right now. Let me drop 25 songs on these cats because I know everybody ain't gonna like all 25."
But James,
But-
you know
But we
what I
don't grade albums like that.
No, but you know what I think?
We don't look and say, all right, let me take 7 of those 20,
they
and this is a classic.
I don't think they waited too
They
long.
wait too long.
They wait too
No,
long.
they wait too long.
You mean
gotta
between
keep-
projects?
You gotta keep yourself like a little bit in rotation here.
But you can't.
You gotta keep yourself relevant.
You wait too long.
No. The old school artists not putting that albums every 6 months to a year.
Why not? You
Why
don't
not? If you love the game, if you love the game,
Listen to me carefully. Listen to me carefully. Listen.
or just retire, sit your ass down.
Listen, do you
Every 6 months, that's a bit much.
Listen to me carefully. Do y'all remember when it first started off?
6 months.
Listen to me carefully. When it first started, we wasn't getting albums every 6 months.
Oh,
Like every
that album
18
we wasn't
months.
getting albums. We wasn't getting.
Not an
album.
We wasn't giving
Not
songs
an
or albums.
A fucking song here and there.
We wasn't-
That's all it takes,
They
bro.
didn't do that back
We
in the day.
wasn't getting
They didn't do that back in
fucking
the day.
songs or albums every 6 months. It was like every year or 2.5 years.
Back in the day,
Times
you needed a
changed now.
cassette tape.
Nobody making album every
You
6
need to
months.
press a
Times
record. You know what I'm
changed
saying?
now.
Now you can just drop
Niggas
streaming.
making, that's because they working on, niggas making an album and then they making a mixtape. I mean, they doing their own thing. That's how you do it.
What we talking about? What we talking about right now? Though? What we talking about?
Well, here's the thing.
Seriously,
y'all.
what we
Here's-
talking about right now?
Here's the
So,
thing, y'all.
seriously.
Here's the thing. One of the issues is with the older artists, you know, they don't even have A&Rs no more. A&R in their projects. You know what I mean? So it's like they kind of A&R in their projects on their own because everybody's going independent. So if they make some music, they might think it's good, but in actuality, this shit is trash. So they not listening to nobody. Like I got an ear for music. I even A&R projects before, but that's one of the problems. They don't have A&Rs. I mean, they're great. All these guys that we talking about, y'all, we love them, and y'all great artists, no matter what we're saying right now. But some of them might need some A&Rs in there, some more development. You know what I mean? Get with the right producers. You know, not that they don't got it.
But
They
this-
could make an album every year if they wanted.
But
to.
this is what we're talking about though. When it comes to that though, that's when you have to have, just like what we have right now, different opinions. Say if I
That's
make
what
an album,
A&R
say
is.
so what?
That's
Say
what
say if
A&R
I'm
is, pretty
say if I make an album and I have my guys around me and all of us had different opinions, I could put my album in, and y'all gonna tell me the truth.
Yeah, well, that I hear you, but
You know what I mean? Y'all gonna
that
tell
don't
me the
happen
truth.
in a lot of circles. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
exactly. That don't happen to us, but that's what need to happen.
Yeah, you got a lot of
Okay,
yes
that's
men.
what need to
That's
happen.
why I said
That's where the A&R come in. That's what Wayne talking about.
Exactly.
Right.
you got to stay in tune. That's what I'm saying. So stay.
But our group is different though, because if I make an album and y'all listen to it, Jimbo might be like, "That ain't it, big." You know what I mean?
I mean, music-
Bro might be like, "Yeah, I like it," but then you got to do the eyes and shit. Be like, okay, within the room,
Which
is
one
it-
of these boys really got their ear to the street? Because I need to
Is
listen to
it 70, 70-30? Is it 50? Yeah, exactly.
It depends what your goal is with the project. What you trying to accomplish with the project? Are you going for record sales? Are you doing it like L did?
Yeah, I was about
for
to
the
say,
culture?
yeah, that
It,
go
it
back to
depends
what
what your
L said.
goal is at the end of the day with the project.
And that's what most of the old school guys do is for strictly for the love of the game.
But when you put an album out, we got 20 songs. That's a lot.
I think that's too many for these old school artists. I don't think
32
it's.
songs with Redman.
That's a lot of songs. You don't need all that. You don't need all them songs.
Well, see, the Red
You
Man,
gotta- see,
the Red one, the
see, you
Red
gotta
Man one
take it
was a
back
little
in the day.
different. Because the Red Man, if you really peep his career and most of his successful albums, I mean, if you really look at
don't
that
have no successful
album,
album.
he got about 15 skits on it. So
Right.
Yeah, I know
he
that.
brought the
It's a lot.
skits back.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, he
So
brought 'em back. I
true
like that.
Redman people going to appreciate that
I
because
love Redman.
he has
Redman, my guy, but he don't have no successful albums.
I like
know?
his album.
And I love Redman.
The Muddy Waters too was important to
Yeah.
put out because
Yeah.
he just did the same script he was doing in the early
back
days.
in the day. He
So
used
that
the
was
same
perfect.
formula.
He used the same
the
formula.
same
So
formula.
I just think that's
Yeah.
a good album for Redman faithful people.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
put it out
you
there.
know,
He had a
that's
goal.
what it
He had
was.
a goal with the album.
Out of a 1 to 10, I only listened to it one time, you know, because I'm about to replay it again. But you
that
know,
means that you still want to say it's trash.
no,
because you're doing too
I-
much talking.
So it goes back to what you know
it's 2 minutes.
we talked about.
No, I'm
before.
talking about-
albums to listen to.
Listen. Once you listen to an album once,
Yes.
if you are
That's
true,
not the case. That's not
No, that's not
That's
true.
the case.
That's not true.
No, it's not true. That's not true. It's not true. And plenty of times I had to go back like, damn, I missed them Jones.
Trey, when I listened to Redman album the first time, I was like, this is trash. I can't
Right.
wait to hear what Tone said.
Right.
Then I went back and listened to it again.
Okay.
I was like, whoa.
so how
I
many
was
songs
like,
did you like
I
then?
missed some joints.
Right.
How
many songs did you
To
like?
the whole thing all
So
the
how
way.
many songs did you like?
Every song so far.
Every song.
Every song. Because it's vintage Redman. Like James said, the skits.
Yes.
You could be vintage-
It's a Redman.
you could be
if you
vintage
got an ear for
Redman.
hip hop music, you're gonna say that's Redman.
And he rhyming on every song.
He rhyming on every song.
Every
That go
song.
back to
Even
what
the
I'm
ones
talking
with the,
about.
With the hooks, he rhymed.
You know, really
I got it back.
Yeah, he
feeling
rhymes.
the old school Redman as opposed to conforming to what's happening That's the difference.
But that
And
might
some
not
people
be
looking for that.
That might not be with another artist though. All artists, you ain't going to
Right.
accept every
Yeah,
artist like that.
right,
You know what I mean? So like I said, everything is subjective. Now this Redman album, yo, this could have potential to be a classic hip hop album, yo.
No,
As far as my concern,
No.
because it's vintage Redman.
no,
Vintage
you
Redman.
could be vintage Redman. That don't mean it's good though.
I mean, that's your opinion, man.
No,
That's
you could
your
be
opinion.
vintage anybody. That meaning that's just them. But that don't mean
So
the
what
new
did
shit
you
is good.
like about the Redman album? Production wise or lyrical? What was you trying to get out of the album, like as a fan of Redman? Like, was you looking for the hot single?
I really don't look for all crazy lyrics for Redman. Like just crazy lyrics on this.
Red can spit.
He can spit.
Yeah, Red
He
can
can-
spit. And he's spitting in this joint.
Yes.
Okay.
He spit.
Okay. So you talking about lyrical. So who you comparing to in lyrical then?
No, I can't compare.
got
it.
his own style.
See, that's what I'm
His
talking
style.
about. So now y'all backtracking like Jaguar and shit like that. Serious. Y'all backtracking. So when I say lyrical and I'm talking about the greats, now you're backtracking. Well, he did.
No, so I was asking you, what was you trying to get from Redman?
What I'm trying to get is just listen.
Yeah, don't backtrack now.
Okay. No, let me tell you something. I never was a really great fan of Redman, but I love. Okay, let me talk to him. I never was a really great fan. I love Redman, but I wasn't really another great fan of Redman. It just his albums.
You talking about for as a complete project?
Yeah. Just like how everybody say Jada Kiss never made a great album, but the last album I thought was great. But all the other albums that he made, Jada Kiss, everybody know he's a great lyricist, and his punchlines, his metaphors,
Yeah, but it's
everything
more
is
to a
great.
song than just that.
But what I'm saying is though, he never made a great album though, except for the last one I thought was great.
So how
album.
do you judge a great album? That's what I need to know. Not you personally, but just people in general. Do you judge it based on hits or you base it on
I
the
don't
sound?
do hits because
Okay.
that's that radio shit.
Okay.
And I don't do radio shit. I ain't listened to the radio damn near 20 years. So it's not about hits. It's about what I hear.
Okay.
Because I like a lot of stuff,
Lyrically or
He said not super lyrical.
Okay.
but I like a lot of stuff that people that y'all don't even like. You know what I mean? Just like when
Hey, don't start name dropping. Don't do this.
just like when we're
Name drop.
no, just like
Name
when,
drop. Name drop, James. Who we talking about?
No, I'm just saying.
I know one boy
You can
talking
ask
about.
him.
Who I'm talking
Yeah,
What is it, MO3?
that's what I'm saying. He was going
that's one, and he
Yeah.
God bless his soul and everything.
Yeah.
And I didn't find out about him.
Yeah, but
until he passed away.
he's more of a singer. Like,
He's a singer rapper.
yeah, he's a singer. Man. He
Exactly.
sing better. He sing better than he rap.
Okay,
what I
that's
mean.
your flow.
Another Drake.
No.
He better.
No.
I'm not down.
Drake,
with it.
He actually can sing.
He is rest in peace, Drake, on the singing hip hop shit.
Yeah, he like
Seriously,
He like
we can't even compare them type because he's a hood, Houston, Dallas type of nigga.
Yeah, but it's
That's
the
where
same
he from?
flow. It's the
He
same
from
type of
Dallas.
thing.
Yeah.
He from Dallas.
Okay. I'm
the
gonna
same
have to
type-
check
it's the
him
same
out.
type.
Yeah, he from Dallas.
I'ma check him
and
out.
I didn't really find out to him because I used to listen to Breakfast Club like that, and they used to mention him when he passed away. I was like, damn.
He had bars though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he got bars, and he sing crazy.
Okay.
And that's why I fucks with him like that.
All right. Well, I'm definitely gonna check him out. We
And when you said, staying on that West Coast real quick, we talk about Snoop album, and
I like Snoop album.
as great
Super and Dre.
albums
Super
that
and Dre.
Snoop
Dre
has been a
still got
part
the-
of.
Dre still
What I
got the
notice
production
about-
all crazy.
So what I noticed about Snoop album,
wait a minute. Ace,
yeah.
let me cut you off for a second. Going into this Snoop and Dr. Dre album, I'm pretty sure everybody heard the single, right?
Yes.
In the video, the mini movie and everything.
Yes.
Did everybody like that? Mm-hmm. Now, going to what you said, what were you getting ready to say, Ace, about that? Because
So,
I think that was definitely very creative. And I know Tom was saying that Dr. Dre still got it. And I think Snoop is at his best when he with Dre.
Yeah.
He's at his
like what
best
you
when
said.
he with Dre. Snoop, this album in particular, Snoop showing his ass.
And that's one of the albums that's not trash.
Snoop is showing his ass
And Dre
in this album, yo.
is going back to
Back to the
Doggy
prime.
Dog
Yeah,
World
yeah.
and
Snoop.
stuff like that.
Doggy style.
I was very impressed because I listened to some of it, then I went double back and listened again, and I was like, "Yo, Snoop." Like,
So what is 16 songs on there plus the instrumentals?
Snoop.
So
yeah,
just like before, I probably heard 6 songs so far.
Dr. Dre and Snoop.
Yeah. So and that's what I got, the impression of old Snoop.
How many
Because he
songs
went
you
Dre. Out of the 6, I like 5 of them. One of them was okay. Yeah.
Now, that's the difference right there.
Oh yeah,
That's the difference right there.
Yeah.
Out of 6 songs, you said
I like 5 of them. Yeah.
So we go back to, I'm glad you said it. We go back to what Trey brought up not too long ago. You know, and it don't mean that these old rappers have to put out albums consistently, but long as they stay around the sound. And you know, Snoop been doing that for a minute. He's been on
Right,
people's
yeah,
songs.
yeah.
He's been jumping on different things,
Features.
Snoop stay relevant.
So he just keep himself consistent. What I'm impressed about Snoop, and to hear from me, it's really personal because I had to really rethink myself. I wasn't the biggest Snoop fan. Not saying he was never trash, but he wasn't the super lyrical guy that I liked.
Yeah, I know.
So when I heard this album, I see he stepped up his lyrics.
stepped it
He
up.
literally pulled this pen out and was like, "I'm going to lyrically rhyme." You know, he probably
he
was doing
stepped it
that.
up.
Yeah, it
in
ain't,
past
it ain't a lot of
projects.
gimmick
No,
rhymes.
so he just
Wow, wow,
he
wow,
rhyming.
yippee,
He straight rhyming
And that's why I
for
said
his
doggy style.
capabilities.
That's why we saying doggy style.
His game, though, yo.
No, he may have not. Maybe his pen was always nice. But I caught it this time.
Went back to his natural
Yeah, he
self.
went back to doggy style.
He didn't step up his game because it ain't no dope, crazy, lyrical, crazy. He just stayed. He went back to what he first.
And let's go back
he
to
Rhyming without a lot of the little gimmicks.
And let's go to the. So we
It's a
talk
good-
about
it's a-
Snoop.
it's a good album.
So we talk about Snoop, but then we
good
talk about
album.
Dre. Like I said, you know, now we got to really catch it. You know, is this really great production by Dre? Because reason why I'm saying this because Dre just put out something with Marsha Ambrosius that was I thought that was solid, but some people thought the production was trash because he uses the big sound. He used the when he uses right now
bass.
I see the scene that I'm getting the impression that Dre he'll focus on different sounds or different genres of music and he'll blend them all together. So he may use old hip hop references or sounds or samples or whatever, then he'll merge it with something else and he'll lose a lot of orchestra type sounds. So, you know, he the guy from back in the day, the guy with the big boom box. So now he has this orchestra sound now. So I don't want
Well, that's
want
the
people to
joint-
look at. Yeah, that was Dre.
That's the joint like he got on this album with Sting.
Yeah.
They got Sting on this joint.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's
So,
Perfect example.
This album is a great
I just
piece
want to
of
make it sure to the listeners that, yo, are we just dealing with Dre because Dre got the big sound, or is this production really cutting edge production?
No.
You know, I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet.
Production
That production
is
ain't
100,
one.
not 100.
Yeah,
Because he just since
A1.
back in the day, he always been 100.
But you listen to Marsha Ambrosius album, some people was like,
I
yo,
haven't
I
heard-
didn't
I
like
haven't
that
heard that.
production.
But this
I
album,
thought the production is solid.
This album, Snoop stepped it up
And
Dre stepped it up in this album. Production wise, lyrical
But he never
wise,
fell off, right?
the combination
Can we agree with that?
No.
Because he did stuff with Anderson
Dre-
Paak.
Dre
He did
never
stuff
fell
with
off.
Anderson Paak.
Dre
The
never
production
fell off.
wise, this is crazy.
Because he always.
I'm talking about as far as expectation for an
Okay.
album.
Yes.
It meets my expectation.
I got you.
As far as Snoop and Dre as a combination.
Dr. Dre always had a good, he always had an ear, even with little instrumental type of things from songs from like 1960s.
That's right.
And had little tones and
Well, he
things
sampled
back in the
the Funkadelics
day
and all
and
that.
bring them back to the day, huh?
He sampled the Funkadelics and all that. That's
No, that's what I'm saying.
That's digging
But
in
he
the
always
crates.
have them, he always sample
Yes.
and can hear certain type of instruments that's even in the 60s
But like Trey was saying
and bring
earlier,
it to life now.
like Trey was saying earlier, it's like Dr. Dre and Snoop, they kept themselves relevant. You know what
Yeah,
I
they
mean?
did.
They kept themselves always in the
On a separate tip.
on separate.
Yeah.
So
That's
as,
crazy.
as time is evolving, they evolving as well. But when you get guys like you know, I didn't listen to Ice Cube joint, but Ice Cube, he wasn't being relevant because he was
Yeah.
busy doing other stuff.
Yeah,
So
he been
Shout it out.
him trying to
too-
jump
yeah.
in to what's going on now, he not really fitting the mold.
I don't know, because Cube ain't been going that long.
He been
It's
going-
some of these older dudes been going way longer than
Music
Cube.
wise, he has.
but-
Hold on.
No, he be having like
Music-wise, he
singles.
has.
Dre and Snoop, even when they just did when they did the Super Bowl, it was so clean. You know, that was a clean production they did.
But this is the thing. This is the thing.
You know what I'm saying?
But LL said in his interview, he's like, everything comes from me being a hip hop artist. All this acting and everything. Fuck all that. My thing comes from hip hop. Where everything else comes from, it revolves around hip hop. So I got to stay in tune with hip hop because that's
Got
what
to.
hip hop gave
Got
me
to.
everything I had
Right.
to this day. Every single thing. So
That's why it's important to stay in touch with the culture.
exactly.
Whether it's the young guys.
But do you have to be in touch with the culture? Do you have to come out with music, or can you just be doing other things?
You could do-
within the culture.
I say as an
because it sounds
artist-
like we just talking about you got to drop out.
Well, I say as an artist, I say you should stay tapped in with everything, especially the music, because like Tone said, that's your roots.
Exactly.
The music. How you gonna just? How you gonna just?
I might be production. I might be more management.
But
I
I'm
might
saying
be
that-
like
but stay
looking
intact
for
with the
talent.
music
But
in
L,
itself.
he stayed relevant too, though.
Oh, no, yeah, yo, yeah. Oh,
You
yeah.
gotta stay tapped in with the
You know what I mean?
music
So-
if that's
so,
where you come
every time
from.
You hear, before he came out with the album, you would see LL little cameo. He could be on. He had a show at one point.
That's like
yeah,
anything, Phil. If you stop doing something, you just can't bounce right back and think you're gonna be 100. You gotta get the dust off. You stop working out for a year. When you stop, you was putting up 225. You can't even lift 135 now. You gotta build back up to that.
but the thing
and
is,
that's
though-
with everything,
Yeah.
music,
But
whatever.
the thing
I don't
is,
care how
though,
good you
but
are.
your culture and shit like that.
But if you stay
it's
tapped
like-
into it, you're gonna keep your ear and your mind
No,
into
no,
what's going
it's
on.
like
It's gonna be a little
riding. No,
easier.
it's like riding a bike though.
Yeah,
It's
but-
like riding
yeah,
a
but you gotta
bike though.
keep-
Your
you
hip
gotta
hop
keep yourself
culture.
sharp.
That's not, I ain't gonna say
Because
it's like
it's
riding
in
a
you.
bike. I ain't gonna say it's in you, but it's not
No, it's
like
in you.
riding a bike.
Listen, okay,
No,
let
it's
me
in you, but
make this.
you sharpen
no,
your
let me make this
sword
clear.
by constantly doing it.
Let me make
right.
this clear. Let me
Keep
make
your
this clear.
sword.
That's
Let
how
me
you
make
get
this
that,
clear.
that blade sharp.
Let me make this clear. It's in you, even if you don't make the music that everybody like, but it's still in your soul and your spirit though to make music. It might don't be the it might don't be the music that everybody like, but it's still like riding a bike because it's in your soul and you're gonna make the music.
for the
Yeah, but the goal is for people
That's
to
not
like
no,
it and to
but
love it.
no.
That's the
That's
goal.
not the
be trash.
That's the goal.
That's the goal. But if you putting out music, is what you like and what you love in your heart. It ain't about what everybody else likes.
So what you said-
when people put out music, is in their heart. When people
Yeah, they like it.
worldwide like it,
They like it.
That's a plus.
So what you
That's a
saying?
plus.
So what you saying that I agree with you. So the fact is, I'm telling y'all for the record that the Common and Pete Rock album is probably one of the top 3 albums. Old niggas,
is.
young niggas, whatever, because it's exactly what you
No,
just
no,
said.
no.
Coming from the heart.
It's not.
So when
old,
they
it's not young niggas. The young niggas not listening to it.
they may not. But
Young
they
niggas not
may
listening
do.
to it, though.
But what I'm saying from a hip hop point of view, from what you said,
It's a lot of
if it
young
comes
niggas
from,
listening to
if
Pete
it's
Rock
coming
and
from that
Common,
heart,
Tom.
then I'm
It
looking
is.
at
No.
it like
It is.
No.
that.
It is,
That's
man.
that's
No,
ridiculous.
ain't no 18-year-old.
No.
Not no 18-year-olds.
But that's-
Young niggas not listening
They-
to
they the
Pete
young
Rock
niggas.
and Common. No.
25 to 35, 40-year-olds.
Not 20, not 25. No.
No.
You don't think so?
No. No,
I
sir.
think so.
The niggas that's listening
not
to Pete Rock
25.
and Common
Not
and
25.
is 40
35 and up.
35 and up.
maybe
35.
35.
No.
35.
Maybe
and up.
35.
They don't even know who they is. They don't even know
Exactly.
who Pete Rock
Maybe
is.
35.
Yeah, these young people, it's a disconnect between
Oh,
the history of hip hop to now.
I
They don't
listen,
know
listen.
They don't know the-
Listen,
the
I just
They
pioneers.
found
don't
out-
even want to know the history.
Yeah, they don't
listen,
know.
listen,
They
listen.
don't
I
even
just
know
found
that.
out somebody else.
But well, your son is in a household that he was
Yeah.
exposed
That's
to
being
it.
fathered.
Yeah, that's not
But
the
I
case
just found
most
out
places.
another guy took his life. A rap guy took his life, and it popped up on my timeline. His name was Mac something.
No, you talking about?
You talking about Mac Miller?
No. You talking about OG?
Yeah,
Marco.
exactly.
Yes.
So I never knew about him. So I looked him up. I'm okay. I go to YouTube and I listen to his music. I'm like, oh my God, I can't listen to this shit. You know what I mean? Because he's on.
Well, it's considered drill.
Okay,
Yeah,
drill
yeah,
rap.
yeah,
Oh,
drill
and
rap.
everybody
Yeah,
know what
drill
drill
rap,
rap is.
Okay. So why why you didn't mess with it like that? I mean, was it too dark? What was it?
It's too dark for me.
Okay.
What was he talking about?
Just death
Killing
and killing.
Right.
It's about how you word it because everybody know. Even the old school artists talk about that type of stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It
Not
was just-
even
it was just-
not even
it was-
old school artists. I ain't talking about the 80 artists. I'm not even talking about the 80 artists, but going towards like 90s. Everybody talk about definite, but this guy was just talking about it on another
He was
dark
just too
level.
vulgar. He's too.
Yeah. You know what I mean? That's what brings me back to the metaphors and similes of how you form your words and everything.
To make it sound catchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to make it sound not so crazy. Because when I went back and I listened to his music, I'm like, oh, no, this is out of pocket. And I never known about him. And there's so many artists out there today that's on that type of level that these young
The drill music.
people listen to
Yeah.
that we don't even know about.
Yeah.
That we
Drill-
don't even
drill
know
music-
about.
drill music
And it's
is
a lot of
huge.
these youngins listen to this music
That's why they messed up.
and we don't even know about it at all because I had to look it up. I'm like, oh no, this is out of pocket right here.
Yeah, I was listening to the drill music for a little bit when the what's the guy, the young guy from Philly got killed, the Mr. Disrespectful guy.
P&B?
No,
not PNB.
it's another
There was
cat.
a little young guy that just got killed over
Disrespectful.
the summer. He was called Mr. Disrespectful.
Yes.
And you know what I'm talking about, Ace?
Yeah, I just can't remember his
And
name.
I said, let me see what's going on because his story was crazy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I
I watched.
got killed by some other rapper, did he?
I'm not sure who he got killed by. I forgot, but I start tapping into the drill music, and I start listening to it, and what they talking about.
They gonna come to you.
What they talking about is
Yeah. What's
is
this
about robbing people, killing. They talking about exactly what they doing.
Right.
I mean,
They snitching on each other.
it's talent, but it's just not. It's not. It don't have no morals and no ethics to it. You know what I mean? And like we was talking before, they pretty much snitching on themselves. They telling you what they gonna do, how they gonna do it,
That's
when they
AR
gonna do it, where they gonna do it, and they don't care. They just don't care. You know what I mean?
It's crazy that you can have that talent and not be able to constructively,
to something positive.
maximize
Yeah,
the actual
your potential.
talent. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
It's a shame, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a
they
shame.
too dug into their situation. You know what I'm saying?
And the crazy
Well,
thing
they don't
about
have
it,
guidance neither.
and the crazy thing about it though, the crazy thing about it though is when we grew up, yo, it was frowned upon, but you had to do certain things. But as our kids, because all them new artists is our kids' age, and we always did the best we can. I'm just talking about majority, so they won't have to do what they have to do, but they still want to
Man,
do
most of them
on some other type of shit. No, I ain't
Trash.
talking about the rap type. I'm not even talking about the rapping part right now. I'm not even talking about the rapping part right now.
But if you think about, but you got,
They don't even have
talk
talent.
about rap, 'cause that's
They just talking about bang,
like
bang,
our culture. Because if
That's
you think
it.
about like we came up, and I'm gonna say we came up fly. The cats that was out there rapping was talking about that fly talk, and we came up fly. We was, cats out there in the streets, but cats was like on some old flyness. These dudes were just talking about straight killing each other.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
And they out there killing each other.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, we talking about flashy cars, dressing good, meeting women. And 'cause
Exactly.
That's what we did.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, y'all. We tapped into a lot. I want to ask all y'all something. Y'all gonna laugh at me about
ahead.
this.
Uh-huh.
Y'all out there watching, don't laugh at me, but I gotta go back here. I want to give out the old nigga of hip hop award.
Oh, I love that.
I want to
So
ask
what
all
that
y'all.
based on?
Just what we just talked about. Who do y'all think deserves the old nigga of hip hop award?
Oh, you talking about the best
For what?
rap old nigga?
2024?
Out of all the albums that we just
The
covered,
best old school hip hop nigga now.
no, the old nigga of
Like, he
hip hop
should be rapping
award.
right now.
He should be
No,
rapping.
the
Should be rap.
best one.
The best one.
Best one out of
The
all
best
of them. Yeah. Who you think deserved the old hip hop nigga award?
I ain't listening to them cats, so I can't even get into that one.
Just out of the conversation.
I'm gonna have to say, like No.
Ice Cube.
No, he talking about the
said
best.
The best, Trey.
Oh, the best. I think it's going
It
like
had to be
worse.
Snoop then.
Snoop.
Yeah.
What you say, Lee?
It's common.
Common and Pete Rock, Tone.
I'm gonna say a Slash, a Snoop, and Common.
Trey.
Ho, and LL,
Trey.
and LL,
Common and Pete.
and LL.
Ace Boogie.
I'm gonna go with Common, but also we failed to realize that Ghostface put an album out too, and
you
that was
didn't-
really
yeah,
that was
tap into
definitely.
that.
I didn't
like
hear
you
the
said,
I didn't hear the
listen to
Ghostface album.
Yeah, he had some gems on there. I mean,
No.
The last few things I heard of Ghost, I ain't like.
That's personal.
Give me your
That's
old
personal.
hip hop nigga
it
award.
may be personal.
Oh, so mine would be
Yeah.
Common because I heard the whole thing and it's tight. So I don't think anybody can disagree with that. So I would have to say right now, but the first 6 I heard of Snoop and Dre has all been nice. So I need to listen to the rest of it. That might be
So
pushed up
Tone,
with.
you brought up LL, so nobody don't think LL deserves
I like LL
the
album.
old nigga of hip hop award, yo.
No.
No, not that album.
I like LL album. I like
I don't think I like L.
Common and
But
Pete Rock. So
it got some strong. L got some strong songs on the album.
Yeah.
But overall, it's not. It can't mess with
Common and Pete Rock?
Yeah, most likely it's Common.
Okay, but I didn't hear Ghostface, and
I
Ghostface
ain't
my
hear
guy.
that. I ain't heard that
So
either.
I gotta listen to Ghostface album. I gotta go back.
Ironically, all the names that everybody spoke about, they're just, you know what I mean, these dudes is all successful
in other
in
areas.
other areas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they all successful in acting. All of them had a pretty decent acting, like, stint. You know what I mean? Common, Ice Cube.
Yeah, see, Common had the cheat code this year because
Common played
in
a
the making
hitman.
of it,
Common played a hitman.
it
in
was
the movie.
already explained.
In the
First
movie,
of
he
all,
played a hitman in the movie.
He using one producer. He using Pete through the whole thing. So Pete, they went back to the old formula. They went back to like, I'm not just sending you the beats. You come
They
in the
going
mix.
in the lab.
So he, like what Wayne was saying, sometimes you have to go
Gotta
into
go
the
back to
lab and
that.
put the hours in.
Back to the
Yeah, that's it. No, that's not it. Yo, come with this. Take a look. You know what I mean? Tweak it. Right.
Oh, great.
That's what I'm saying. It ain't no cheat code. You going back to how back in the day?
Yeah.
I'm linking up with you. We in the studio.
Yeah.
We
This
gonna
working. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Ron
Get some
brought
snacks.
up
You know
a
what I
big
mean?
thing, you know, which has the better production, Dr. Dre or Pete, off of these two similar,
I haven't heard the
albums.
whole album.
I mean,
man.
I know y'all saying Pete and Dre, but what I heard from Q-Tip on L album production wise,
That's up
yo,
there.
woo, let them bulls keep working, yo. We about to get some fire from Q-Tip. yo.
Q-Tip got beats on the
We
low,
about to
man.
get some
He's
fire
very
from Q-Tip.
underrated as far as producers.
Yeah, very underrated.
Yeah.
I already know about Q-Tip.
Yeah,
Let me ask y'all a
If
question.
if it's like that, the part 2 gonna be the making, like P Rock and Common John. That's already
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
already in the making.
I totally
But let me ask you a question to add on to that. It might be for a different episode, but what y'all think about Pete Rock not wanting to rock and roll with CL Smooth?
Well,
Do y'all understand that? Because
I
Pete
watched-
Rock said he don't want to rock and roll with CL Smooth.
I watched the
And CL Smooth, like, we owe it to the people to give them another Mecca and the Soul Brother.
I watched the Drink Champs
Yeah.
episode. What you talking about?
Yeah.
From what I got from the energy that CL Smooth was giving, they had some type of beef or whatever. We don't know what it was, the underlying story behind it. But
Yeah.
I think Pete. I mean, he don't want to rock with him. He don't want to rock with him. I don't think that's holding CL Smooth back from doing what he could be doing out here. I
Yeah,
mean,
But
that
the
joint
thing
he got with Jack.
But the thing is
was
though,
fire.
but the thing is though, is that CL hold up, CL Smooth, hold up, CL Smooth want to make another drink with
we hear
Pete
you.
Rock.
He don't
He
want
don't want to do that.
He don't want to do it.
So
No, that's what I'm saying. So CL Smooth he said he owe it to the people to make another album.
He just gotta give some-
But Pete Rock,
He can make
he
that
on
pop.
some other stuff like,
Right.
nah, I ain't fucking with you like that.
What you don't,
I mean,
Mecca and another brother. That's what he is.
so
it's like relationship going.
He ain't gonna have a soul brother.
So which one do you believe? You think it was because CL Smooth said we can get over it and give it to the people?
I mean, we don't know.
Or do you want to rock more with Pete Rock and say, hey, fuck him when he met?
It's
Like,
not up
we
to
don't
us.
know. We don't know.
Is it up to you? I mean,
It sound like it's up to Pete Rock.
Relationship.
I'm just asking.
They can't get together and make it happen.
CL saying I'm down.
No,
Pete
no.
Rock
What
saying
I'm
it's
saying
not
is
gonna
though,
happen.
CL Smooth said he down to forget all of that.
And
we also know what Pete Rock said.
CL Smooth said. You can't control what Pete Rock.
Of course I can't control it, but I'm just putting it out
Pete
there.
Rock-
I mean, here's the thing.
It's really personal with Pete Rock.
Right. We all would
You
love.
don't want to fuck.
We would love another Pete Rock CL
Yeah,
Smooth
and
album.
I want
But
to
it's
know
not happening.
what happened because
They not
CL
gonna
Smooth,
tell-
they not gonna
they're
tell
not
you
going to
the
tell us, but
underlying
CL
story of
Smooth willing, CL Smooth willing, because we don't know either or.
See, it's moving extra.
We don't know either or. CL Smooth is ready to bury the hatchet and make another album, but Pete Rock and it's probably about a woman.
It ain't
We don't know.
Probably
We don't
about a
know.
woman.
We only can.
It's probably about a woman.
Tom, we only can speak facts here.
If you was,
We can't assume or allege.
if you looked at,
No,
I
we
mean,
can't.
you looked
We
at,
don't know. We don't
at the
know.
drink champs, you said
So who do you believe
the
in?
women's side, it was never
I mean,
that
I don't
level.
know.
He married.
Exactly.
I believe both of them.
Exactly.
One of them feel another way than the
but
other one feel
one
over the same,
say,
whatever the issue
but
is.
one say they could bury the hatchet and let's make this music. One say, I'm not fucking with you at all.
Right.
You don't know what it is. It could be
don't
money.
know.
it
That's
could be
crazy, right?
money
That's
from a
crazy right
contract,
there.
an old contract dispute. It could be
No,
anything.
it's plain and simple, bro. I don't fuck with you like that. That's what it is.
No, that's
Right, but
understandable.
he's trying to say, what's the
Plain and simple.
reason
No, no,
that it's happening?
that's
what he's
Pete
understandable.
saying.
Rock basically said, bro, I don't fuck
That's
with you
understandable.
Like that. He said it in an interview.
No,
Basically.
no, that's understandable. But what Pete Rock said
I
that,
don't want to work with you. I don't
But
want to
what
do
Pete
shit.
Rock- but
we
what
know what
nothing to
CL
do with
Smooth.
what Pete Rock
CL
said-
Smooth said, we know what
exactly.
he said.
So it got to be something going on, all crazy.
Yeah, but we know that, Tom. But
know,
the thing is,
Okay, we
we
don't
don't
know.
want to fuck with him.
No, we don't know it though.
Yeah, we don't
so
know what it
whose
is.
side is you?
Nothing. It's a rap.
But what I'm saying is though, what I'm saying is though, is
Saying who
one
right and who wrong?
No,
Like,
no. I'm not
we
even
got
saying
no
who's
say
right.
into it.
I'm not even saying who's
Like,
right or who's wrong.
that's between
But
them.
what I'm saying is though, you got one saying
It's fucked
they
up. I
willing
know
to
what you're
bury
saying.
the
It's fucked up.
hatchet
Right.
about whatever went
So he's
on,
being a bigger person. What you trying to say?
Yeah.
and then you got one guy say,
No, I'm not.
whatever
I'm
you
not,
did,
I'm not going there. It's a
I'm
rap.
not doing it.
Right.
It's just mind-boggling. It's like
It is.
I want to know.
Yeah, because when I seen the interview,
Yeah.
and I was expecting them to squash whatever they had
Yeah.
through the interview.
Yes.
It didn't go that way.
Exactly.
It didn't go that way at all.
Exactly.
It went totally the opposite way. And I kind of understand where you're coming from. It kind of
Yeah.
touches a certain spot in your soul as far as a hip hop fan.
Because
to
that
see
Making It Soul
right,
Brother,
to see
that
see
EP
happen.
crazy,
Right. And
ringing in the
I
head.
felt the same way. I was like, damn,
Yeah.
they
I
can't.
think they'll get it together. One of the anniversaries or something.
hopefully.
No, they're not gonna get it
They
together.
gonna get it together.
It's not going
It ain't gonna happen.
So let me ask y'all a
happen.
question. Let me ask you a question.
It ain't gonna happen. It ain't
Let me
gonna
ask you a
happen.
question.
And Dame whatever.
Yeah.
No, let me
Some
ask
things
you.
ain't meant to be.
Let me
no
ask you
more.
a question.
Yeah, like it's a
So-
So stay
So
on the
no,
Pete
no,
Rock thing.
that's
So
what I'm
you-
saying. So
you stay on the Pete
I'm saying
Rock
on
thing.
Pete Rock thing. So off the top of the head, we don't know what's going on, right? What you think is the problem?
I can't
Be
say.
anything.
I can't-
It could
We
be
can't.
money.
We
It's probably
can't.
money.
We can't.
So all-
one thing we don't want
It's
to
either,
do. Hold on,
it's either
hold on.
money.
Wait.
It's either money or
If I
a
had to
girl.
guess, but
It's either
certainly
money
yes.
or woman.
Listen, one thing
I don't
we
think
don't
it's
want to
over no
do.
woman.
It's no women.
We want to stay factual. You know what I mean?
Well,
we don't know.
We can't say factual.
Well, if y'all
have to
listen,
stay back.
if y'all was listening to the interview, CL did say he felt some type of way that Pete Rock was making a lot more money without him.
Yeah, exactly. And that's
was you paying
that's what
attention
I'm
to the
saying.
interview?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's
CL
saying,
Smooth said that.
for one, y'all group, whatever.
We're a group.
We're a
That was
group,
the issue
whatever.
with CL.
We're
That was the issue.
we're a
Right.
group, whatever. But CL was mad because
they paying for samples or whatever.
Well, he was mad.
and I mean,
He was mad because he was making music with somebody else.
With other
and
cats.
CL felt
Yeah.
like that's my competition. How you my man, my DJ, my producer,
Yeah.
but you making music for
but
other
it ain't
people.
even that. No,
That was his issue.
he said
That was his
about
issue.
this sampling, whatever. Why am I paying money or whatever for what you doing? But y'all group, that's on y'all album. Y'all group is together. So if he doing something, whatever, that includes you too. So you can't discount, cause he doing it, whatever. He doing it for y'all, whatever.
Yeah.
So you can't
Yeah, I
put
mean,
that into the equation.
See, I don't know how to contract. That's
Like I said,
that's touchy.
Okay,
So,
Because
on
you
the
got-
other note,
You got a very, you got a
on the other
very,
note,
sought after producer
Bring it back.
and a rapper. They on two different
okay,
levels.
hold on. So on
You
the other
supposed to
note,
split
like you was
everything that I do
talking,
too.
No,
We had
Like-
the same conversation
no, you
last
can't.
year.
yeah.
You
So
can't.
on the other note that Tone was talking
It's like, I
of
can't give them that.
what, where, what, the how.
If the money not there.
Right.
Would it be beneficial? I mean, Pete is in a lane where as though he doesn't really have to work with CL. So he's at that point now where as though it
Yeah.
won't matter to me if I work with CL or not, regardless of what was the specific reasons. We talking in present form right now. It may not be beneficial for Pete to dig in his bag to go ahead and put something out with CL where he's a sought after producer for a lot of artists now. He's working on someone's album now. So I forget who he's working with an old guy, right? Older rapper.
I know not him and Nas supposed to have a joint. Something.
Well, no, it's Nas in Premiere.
Oh, yeah, Premiere.
But
Premiere.
I forget who.
What is it supposed to be, Scarface or something?
Yeah, Scarface.
Scarface, okay.
So he probably got some beats for Scarface, and the list just goes on. So it wouldn't even be beneficial for CL right now. I mean, excuse me, for Pete
But
Rock to go
I hear what
back.
you're saying. But that was a classic though.
But
But
I
it was a classic. It definitely was a classic.
I'm
But
intervening
yeah.
with you right there. Pete Rock and CL getting back together would definitely be beneficial for both of them.
Right.
Yeah,
It'd be
from the
beneficial
cultural
for the
standpoint.
culture.
Yeah, that's
It'd
a
be
we're talking about a
beneficial
classic album.
for everything across the whole
you're probably
goddamn
right.
board. I mean, Pete Rock going to benefit from that. He might benefit from that more than working with any other artist.
Hold on.
I'm not
But let me
I
say
don't
this though.
think so.
Hold on,
I'm
let me
not
say
sure.
this.
I don't think so.
Hold on. This is if they both kept their blade sharp.
There you go. That's what I was getting
Exactly.
ready to.
And that's what
If
Ace
CL
might be
still-
saying. He
CL
might maybe
Smooth
it's not.
Pen is still crazy because
Okay.
It may
that
be.
was that album. His last album was crazy.
I told you the odd couple. I like
Yeah,
that.
the one
joint.
with
His last album was
Guns.
crazy. His
Guns,
last two
whatever.
albums was crazy.
But I'll go back to.
No, I'm talking about that was years
American
ago.
nigga,
That American Me album
That
was
was
crazy.
I'll go back to what Ro just brought up. Like, we talked about them old niggas in hip hop, and we talk about, Pete and Common, Dre and Snoop. It's like which lane you want to go through. It's like, the Dre lane is going to be, I'm going to get you a hit. The Pete Rock joint I'm not going to get you. I may not get you a hit, but I'm going to give you consistency. I'm going to give you a strong album from a cultural side. And Dre's still cultural, but he at the point where as though Dre going to know how to make them hits. And I don't know if Pete, his music may not resonate as far as hit making. I mean, we don't know because he had hits in the past, but his sound is a little different than what hit makers aim for.
So
Let me ask you a question.
what's the bigger lean toward making a hit? Is it production or is it lyrics?
Production.
I believe it's production.
Production.
I really believe it's production.
Production.
It's
Because
a
we
combination,
see,
I believe.
you take one example, you take a song like Lean Back by Fat Joe.
Yeah.
I mean, such a strong production. They didn't really have to do much in that song
But the
lyrically.
hook was simple.
Yeah, very
And
simple.
the lyrics in there ain't strong. It's just it's a hit. Like,
Just move.
Hold on.
Albums do Nas got out?
Hold on.
What you mean, the ones that he just did with
How many albums did he have?
total many.
He got a lot, right?
Yeah.
Now imagine if he had the production on all them albums.
And see, that's what I'm saying.
He got
That's why I
lyrics.
asked that question.
He got
It's a
lyrics.
He's known as one of the top lyricists. Everybody got him in their list.
No, he did.
Rakim
Name
is also
one.
known as
Name one album that didn't have
has also been known to have weak
He
production.
had some some beats he got like somebody made them joints.
After
One.
listen.
One.
After Nas.
Hold on, wait a minute.
What album you talking about?
Listen.
Wait a minute, Tom.
Which album you think it didn't have full production?
Like somebody is making drawers in the back in their bathroom.
Like what album is
So
that?
what
I'ma tell you, I'ma
what
tell
album
you.
they may consider like
I'ma tell
the
you.
I Am album?
Because
Things like that.
No.
The I Am album.
After the second or third album.
I don't know. I mean,
after the Nas
that's
second or
what
third
I've heard.
album,
Niggas is
the
bugging,
beats
bro.
went
Niggas is bugging.
ludicrous.
Well, this what happened.
The beats after the second or
Oh,
third
let me
album, the
explain-
beats went ludicrous.
Let me explain. Like, after an artist like Nas makes an Illmatic and it's such a hit, everybody want to work with him. He's the sought out artist. Every producer, every writer, everybody want to collaborate with him. So he probably, when you get that status, you got stuff coming at you like this. So it's like you gotta have somebody in your team, in your camp, to be like to separate that. So he probably was just taking beats that might have sounded all right, like,
And that come back to that A&R you
and then
talked
go
about.
back to the A&R.
But
But
that's crazy,
now
though.
you take an artist like Jay-Z. He's so mental with it. If he don't feel the beat internally,
He ain't getting
messing
on it
with
anyway.
He ain't getting on it. So Nas might not have that mentality to be able to choose beats. So he might need somebody to do that for him.
Oh, we're not gonna say all his beats was.
I'm not saying they
Production
were.
was needed.
I'm just
Oh,
making
you
a
know
statement.
where we're about to go.
Because you can't
You know
say that.
where he about to go
You
with
can't
it.
say
You know where he
all
about
his
to
beats was hot and
You know where he about to go with it.
No.
That don't make
What I'm-
sense.
What I'm saying,
I'm not talking about hotness.
I'm talking about production. I'm talking about production.
Well, Trey, it's a difference between.
Because there's a lot of beats on whole shit is trash.
But he made them
there we go.
hits
I know it's coming.
because of what he brought to the beat. It's not about the beat being hot all the time. It's about the
I agree
creative.
with you,
It's
man.
about the creative process.
So that's why you said it's a combination
It's a
of both.
combination. You could take a whack simple beat that don't really hit, and so an artist can get on that joint, and the song is fire. And you can have a hot ass track that's fire, and the artist get on it, and the shit don't even hit. So it's the chemistry. It's
So
the
was
chemistry,
Dr. was
and that's
Dre-
where being a producer comes in.
So Dr. Dre production made Eminem hot. Is that if that? Is
Please don't
Oh,
mention
for sure.
Eminem. Please don't make Eminem.
sure.
Don't mention that guy name.
But
Because
be
he's
realistic,
trash
though.
juice.
Be realistic though.
Yeah.
It made him hot because he had great production.
Well, listen,
I don't like him even
Listen.
more with them Dre
Listen.
beats.
Listen, we ain't gonna go too deep into this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're gonna get ready to go ahead and close the show up. I just want anybody got any closing remarks or what they expecting out of 2025 as far as music and what they looking for, maybe from the old hip hop niggas or some of the new hip hop niggas.
Let me go back real quick.
I don't expect nothing.
Hold on, let me go back. Hold on. Let me go back real
don't
quick.
expect nothing.
Hold on, let me go back real
Shit is
big.
trash.
Let me
So
go.
we closing out. Just give me.
No,
give
I
me-
want to go back real quick for a hot second. And what I'm saying is though, we're talking about that Pete Rock CL Smooth. Pete Rock got mad. Y'all was talking about CL Smooth being mad. Pete Rock got mad at motherfucking Nas and not making music with him. Do y'all
Yeah, because
remember
he's a
that?
hater.
Pete Rock, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
That's your closing remark.
No, I wanted
So
to
that's
say
his,
that.
that's his stance. His stance because he was trying to ask us who was right, who was wrong.
Exactly.
His stance is
Exactly.
Common is right
Common is right.
and Pete Rock is wrong. That's basically
No, see
Oh,
I asked him
what
that.
you mean?
CL,
Not
CL,
common, not common.
CL. I'm sorry, CL.
Yeah, because if CL Smooth willing to bury the
Right,
to
yeah.
bury the hatchet, and
He man
then
enough
Pete
to bury
Rock
that
was
hatchet.
on some other stuff. So Pete Rock mentally on some other shit
I don't
because
fuck with you.
he
Fuck outta
got
here.
he got mad at fucking Nas, who y'all was just talking about. Why you ain't give me an album?
And that's why I said who's being a bigger man.
You know what I mean?
That's how I phrased it.
But
Well,
now
that's something.
Because
something.
whatever happened is happening to both of them. But one of them saying I'm willing to bury it, the other one like
That's
no.
something they got to work out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like you said, hopefully in the future they can work it out and maybe we can get a Pete Rock CL
I
Smooth
think
album.
it'll happen.
but bringing it back to 2025 is going to be more motherfucking
Old rappers.
not old rappers, motherfucking Griselda and my guy 38 Special.
Okay. Lee,
Serious.
you got anything you want to close out with?
I just hope, 2025 be a blessing and successful
New Year?
New Year to everybody,
talking about-
music wise, employment wise, everything.
What about you, Trey? You anything you looking for from the music?
2025, we hopefully we build this up to where we want it to be. You know what I mean? Everybody watch their body out here. You know what I mean? Continue to get this money.
Ace Boogie.
2025, that hope all of you is older and younger, just enjoy the music for what it is. Be a fan first. You know, everybody can't just make this thing we call hip hop culturally. Keep writing. If you're a young cat, keep writing, be creative. There's some young cats out here that I have heard from Philly and other places that are very creative with their words, and keep doing that. Keep the same flow of, you know, of that so-called hip hop Bible. You know, learn from the older cats, learn how to construct these songs and these lyrics and make these songs and still be relevant still to your younger group, and also be able to actually lyrically rhyme. Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Phil? Let's close it out, bro.
I mean, 2025 is just, you know, as far as music, you know what I mean, just continue to love what you love. You know what I mean? Like, don't let other people, you know, outside forces, you know, try to dictate, you know, what you think good music is. You know what I mean? And nowadays, the artists have so much more freedom to be able to do that as opposed to back in the day, you know, because you can put something out independently right away. You know what I mean? Be true to yourself. I think somebody said it earlier, you know what I mean? Like, do what you love. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's what you love, the genre, whatever the flow is, it don't matter. And let's stop with all the labeling. You know what I mean? I think too many times we want to put people in a box because of, you know, did they really come from the hood? Or it ain't about that. It's, can you make good music for the culture and continue to push the culture forward? That's what I'm hoping we see more of in 2025.
That's a great point. What about you, bro?
Well, as far as music, I think it's like actually listening to music nowadays. It's kind of taking me back, yo. Like, you know what I mean, the '90s, where I think about the mindset that I was in. You know what I'm saying? So when I listen to music now, it's like I'm kind of getting back into that type of mindset. You know what I mean? You know, so that means that's a moving and shaking mindset. You know what I mean? And that's why I hear a lot of music. It's like a lot of moving and shaking. You know what I mean? So as far as like, you know, 2025, there's gonna be a lot of moving and shaking. Like Brother Trey said, you know, success to whatever we going to touch is going to be very successful. You know what I mean? Every brother in here is going to be very successful. You know what I mean? The listeners out there, you know what I'm saying, expect a lot of new things just for yourself. You know what I mean? You know, expect it, just whatever bar you at right now, take us up to the next height in that bar. You know what I mean? And just keep striving for success. Right. 2025, if we set 2025 off, the rest of our lives, and this is for everybody out there, the sky's the limit, man. Sky is the limit.
That's right.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. You know, all these guys said some real inspiring things. Make sure y'all, you know, take heed to what they said. And, you know, me and myself with 2025 coming, as far as the music, you know, after listening to all these old hip hop niggas that we talked about today, I'm really looking forward to hearing some more of the old hip hop niggas to come out and make some music. I'm really anxious to see if they're going to follow in the footsteps and make some more music. And to all the younger cats out there, whether you young or old, if you making music, if you got a job, if you got an ideal, if something that you want to do, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Don't let nobody tell you you can't do it. You might not even have a resource to do it. Just believe in yourself. Believe that gut feeling, that intuition that you got, and just keep doing it. Keep going at it. Don't stop. It's not going to be easy. You're going to have trials and tribulations. You're going to have kinks. You're going to have bumps in the road. But if you feel it and you know that's what you want to do, it's your passion, it's going to keep coming back to you. No matter how much you try to put it to the side, if you want to be an artist and you try to get a job at McDonald's, that artistry going to come back to you. It's going to keep coming back, keep coming back, keep coming back. So stick with what you got in your gut and what you want to do. And on that note, we here at the pod, we want to wish everybody a happy new year. Make sure y'all, if y'all drinking, be safe. If y'all driving, drive responsible. You know, get Ubers, Lyfts, you know, whatever you got to do to keep yourself safe, your family safe, and everybody out here on the road safe. And with that note saying, we here at the pod, we out. Peace.
Peace.